So they were supposedly, top defensive team in the Pac-12.
Yeah.
You guys played their game. It seemed like in that.
Well, I mean, they're a good, really good team. I mean, they're well put together, and you have two guards that can shoot and score like that, and then you have two bigs, that have that active energy, and they have a bunch of really nice role players. So I mean, they're a really good team, and we just able to get into them defensively a little bit today and made things tough for them, and that was the difference.
What was it? I mean, did you expect, especially the first half, you guys shooting 50% or so against them?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I wish we would have shot a little better percentage. I thought we rushed some of our finishes in there, and finishing, and fighting to get good shots is something we work a lot at in our offense, and they're like I said, they're formidable. I mean, they're a really good defensive team, and I thought we did a good job moving them and kind of breaking down some of their pressure, and kind of got a lot of things that ended up being on our terms.
And then on the other side, of course, you kept them to, I think, 0 for 12.
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, I really wanted to guard the 3-point line today. Half their attempts are from 3, and I just felt like if we could make it into a 2-point, / free throw game, that we would be in good shape.
Any keys there, just extending out any?
I mean, just guarding how we guard. I mean, we were, we lived with some of their bigs taking a few threes, and they made a couple of them. But there's trade-offs, right? Like you maybe allows us to pressure the ball a little bit more and stuff like that when their bigs are out on the perimeter holding it.
What was it like sleeping in a hotel in Spokane last night?
Oh, it was good. It was nice. I've stayed at the Grand a few times. Just to, I think, whether coming back from vacation or moving in between houses, stuff like that. So it was good. No, we had a good time. It was really the first time I've been back. So it was great to see, a bunch of friends, and we met up with a bunch of people and had a really good night.
What is that kind of hard to do that though before a game? They've got a game tonight.
Yeah, I mean, listen, they're my family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I mean, it's 22 years. So it's not hard. I mean, it was great to see a lot of them face to face for the first time. Of course, I've talked to them, but yeah, it was really nice.
Did you? I was just curious. Did you actually? Was there a big group, or did you?
Yeah, we had a big group of people, a bunch of people from the athletic department and both coaching staffs, and we went to our favorite, back room at Jack and Dan's and had a good time.
Just what has it meant to you to be? I'm sure you've been asked this, but since I'm here, what has it just meant to you to be so successful in your career?
Honestly, I haven't given that any thought. I mean, I'm just locked in day to day. We got a young team, we got a young first-year head coach, and we're kind of experiencing it together. So, I've never been good at reminiscing, so I'm not going to start now.
What are your thoughts on Gonzaga this year?
Great. I mean, great team, obviously well coached. Got a great plan. They got great players, and they look like they're built for it.
When you guys are chatting, do you talk about basketball at all?
I mean, for sure.
The fans are saying maybe you're going to play Gonzaga.
Well, I mean, listen. The fans say a lot of things, So like, I don't pay any attention to it. So, yeah, we talk for sure. We talk. I mean, it's hard not to. I mean, we're probably not having as intimate of conversations in depth as we used to have, but we're definitely talking basketball, and there's obviously a familiarity. We speak the same language, the same basketball language. So. No concepts that we both like to do, so yeah, for sure.
I'm assuming you haven't thought ahead on what it would feel like if you had to play the Zags.
You know what? I mean, like I guess this year if we had to play him, we'd probably both be pretty happy to still be alive. So it would obviously be great. And, I don't know exactly how it would feel, but I think once the ball went up, I mean, I would do the best job I could for my group and University of Arizona to try to win the game. I mean, it wouldn't be much more complicated than that.
I have to ask this question for Gonzaga Twitter. Do you miss going to the end of bench at late game situations?
No. I mean, I just know now all the refs they're a lot more lenient with me standing up than they used to be. They used to always have to remind me to sit down, and that was just, hey, I like to move a little bit, so sitting still is pretty hard for me.
I guess it was it seemed like pretty nice weather locally here. I didn't know if, like, being in this environment, weather.
I mean, it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day, but then my daughter texted me and said it felt like it was about 85 back home. So maybe not. It was nice day here, but maybe a little nicer down there.
You got anything on Washington?
I do. If I was wondering, they've been playing better than you
Yeah.
saw him the first time around? What's your?
I mean, honestly, I haven't even
Out
had
there.
too much time to dig into them. I mean, I have a familiarity with them, of course, you know, because I've played them a lot over the years, and we played them already this year. So, you know, I mean, I'll jump on the plane tonight and start watching them, and I'm sure we'll have to prep for a really good 2-3 zone, a good pressure defensive team that turns teams over a lot, and you know, offensively, you know, obviously Terrell Brown, you know, had his way with us last time, so we're gonna have to do a better job.
Was there anything about them that first game that you remember that you thought, hey, they get this together?
I mean, yeah, I mean, they have talent. They have talent, you know, and obviously they got off to a little bit of a slow start, but they fixed it. So I'm excited to see what they look like, and I'm sure it's going to present a big challenge.
One other thing I just was thinking about for tonight's game, we've been talking about Dalen, just the do-all nature of Dalen. And 12 rebounds tonight.
That's awesome.
You know,
I didn't even know that.
Some of them were you know, long ones that went to him or whatever, but.
But they're rebounds.
Yeah.
I mean, those long ones, we've been struggling with those a little bit. You know, I'm thinking back to those last couple of games, and it feels like a lot of balls have been bouncing back to the free throw line, and we've had nobody there. To see him go up and high point those balls, I mean, it's pretty cool when you have a wing coming in there rebounding above the rim.
And he seemed. Do you get the vibe? I mean, he seems like with us, he seems to like that. I mean.
You know, DT.
Playing that role.
I mean, DT's he loves hooping. So like, I think he's happy being out on the floor, and he plays with amazing effort and energy. And you know, when you play with that kind of effort and energy consistently, good things are going to happen.